I'm trying to see if I could go on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And do you believe I can? Yes, I can. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My name is Saida Nazia Hussein Tudni. This is my daughter Sophia Hussein Islam. You can call me by Tudni. I'm gonna start. I start. My daughter. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد لم يلد لم يولد لم يكن له كفوا أحد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق من شر حاسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الناس الذي يوسوس في الناس من الجنة والناس. I'm sorry, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صدق الله العظيم العظيم صدق الله العظيم العظيم صدق الله العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله إن الله غفور رحيم استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله إن الله غفور رحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله استغفر الله العظيم العظيم. Amma, come on. As a starter, I like to ask for forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my sin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for your mercy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are all my unseen. Please, I'm sincerely asking for your forgiveness. Please forgive me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and have mercy upon me. Alhamdulillah, 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 Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So this is, I hope it's working. What I try to do is this. I open two tab and I got everything ready for Facebook Live and I got everything ready for YouTube Live. And all I did is went to live on Facebook first and then connected to YouTube with the Facebook to go live. So I believe, as much as I know, I'm live on Facebook and at the same time I'm live on YouTube too. So Alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you work in miracles here. Alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar, Alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar, Alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. This is my daughter, Sophia. Sophia, say hi. This is what she's been doing. The reason she's so tired right now is she wants to go to sleep is because she's been dancing all this time. I put song on and she was dancing. Krishna. She was dancing. And I recorded it. I want to put it up, but I'm having a hard time because I have Vortex Beta 8, which is a Obama phone. I'm trying to connect to this device, my laptop, to see if I could upload everything from the phone to the laptop so that I could put it on Facebook and YouTube. So the reason I gave a title of in YouTube saying that this is about the name that will define all the name is because this world that we live in is it's amazing because the world is amazing. If you look around, it's beautiful. But the people in it, it's all up to Allah Almighty. And you do the judging on it. Now, the thing is that I changed my name on Facebook about 4 months ago, I believe, because someone literally told me, I command you to change your name from your original name. See my daughter? This is what I mean. Daughter. Come on. I changed my name. My name was my name is there's no it just I just changed it on Facebook. That's all. My name is Saida Nazia Hussein. My nickname is Tunni, so I refer to myself as Saida Nazia Hussein Tunni. Uh, Everyone calls me by my nickname Tunni. The reason is that someone commanded me to say you have to change your name to Khadija Hussein about 4 months ago. So me being as how I am, what I did is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the most merciful unseen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are unseen. What I did is that I thought it would be fun to do it. So I changed my name to Khadija Hussein to see what the other person would do because I know the whole point the other person told me to change it. So I changed it. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my yes. What happened after that is that what I did not see is that there is a restriction for 3 months that if you change your name, you cannot change it back until those 3 months, 60 days, they say. So I got stuck with that name for 3 months. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh my God, I can't do this. Like and then what I did is that I changed it back a few days ago. What I did is that I flipped my first name and second name. I flipped it around and I had my original name underneath. But I just flipped it around and it drove some people nuts. But at people that was just a name. My name is my name. I did not do anything to change my original name. It's me. Come on, Sophia. Come on, Amu. So that's what's going on. My name is my name. Sometimes some of the stuff people make you do, all you do is laugh and all you say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're all merciful, all forgiving. You are Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are a Khalik, you're a Jamil, and you're beautiful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're beautiful. Alhamdulillah. Gee, Ammu. Gee. So as I was saying, see, this is why I named this the name that define all the name is because what I know is that the person that told me to change it, dare me to really change it, is a they did something with my name in Facebook, not in my account. I have no comments to it. I'll leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala my dancing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, I'll leave it to there. Nothing more to that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when it comes to name, you get your name right after a birth. You do akika. It's akika to do within the 7 days to give the newborn baby a name. Now, why would our parents choose that name for us? Does anyone know? Why would someone suggest our parents to choose that name for us? Why would other people get the name that their parents gave it to them? Anyone knows? It's because of Almighty Yansin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty Yansin. Because that's the name you're born with. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty Yansin wants you to be born with that name. I love you. I love you. Gee. Now, when it comes to name, how does it define all the names? How does your name defines all the name? Because we got some people that are named after Radila Anhu. We got people named after Alayhi Salam. We got people named after prophets. I mean, how would it be? Would that be different from anyone else? It's because that's your name. This is how it's different. It's your name. It's not someone else's name. It's it's your name. The reason it defines you is because you the name does not the name defines you, but you do not define the name. What I mean by that is that the name what I mean to say you get defined by the name. Okay. And the only way you can get defined by the name is that as you go older, I'm sorry. As you go older, your you start to develop qualities. You start to develop characteristics. You start to develop personality. And when you develop those characteristics, those personality, and all those qualities, that defines who you are. So when someone calls you after you develop all those stuff by your name, that's mean you represent that name. Amu. Amu. Yes, yes, I know. Come on. This is how I've been doing Facebook Live. This is my first YouTube Live. So this is how my Facebook Live is usually with my daughter interrupting. And I love it. I don't mind. Yeah, I know. Because if she's not around, I would rather have her around. Yesterday I wanted to try going on Facebook Live without my daughter. And before you know it, when it hit 10 minutes, I was like, I need to go sit next to my daughter. I can't do this anymore. I need to have my daughter with me. Come on, Shima. Come on. So the name, as I was saying, you develop a set of personality. You develop a set of characteristics. You develop a set of qualities you like. And then as you go older, what do? You mature on them. You learn new stuff. That's knowledge. You learn. You learn new stuff. You try to adapt to it. You learn a better way to do it. You learn. Basically, you learn, and then on top of this, you do get new qualities. But those are your qualities, no one else's, because they define who you are. They don't define who other people are. Come on, Shima, come on. I know. Now, why? This is what I want to know. Why would people, when you're growing up, you get your own set of personality, you get your own set of characteristics, get your own set of qualities. Now, why would you, when you look at someone else, want it to be like someone else? Why? Because you're better off. You are who Allah SWT Almighty created you to be. He gives you, he's the one who gifted you with the qualities. He's the one who gifted you with the personality. He's the one who gifted you with the characteristic. Now, why? Why would you want something different? And yet, do you get it? This is the main question. Do you get it? Because you don't. Because whatever you are, this is who you are. This is who you define to be. If you want someone else's something, and you look at them, you might like them, you might want them, but the truth of the matter is, you can't take it away from people. You are who you are. Now, the thing is that, then why do people want it? This is where we go with jealousy, ego, pride. When everything is like that, what do? The best thing for you to do is do zikr and astaghfar. That's for forgiveness. Now, when you talk about names that define the people, just play. You talk about name that defines people. Those names are given by Almighty Unseen to you. After you're born, after the akika, that name is given to you by your parents, but who ultimately gave it to you? By Almighty Unseen. The reason He gave you that name is because This is your name. This is why he gave it to you. He gifted you with the name because he is your creator. He's a Khalik. He is Almighty Unseen. This is why he gifted you with the name. Now, after all this, I'm gonna come after all this, why would you want anything anyone else's stuff and you don't get it? Because think about it. I'll give you one example. If you do not like yellow color, the color yellow, and someone else's likes it, and if they wear it, they look nice. Yet, if you want that, if you if you want that quality from that person, and if you try to pretend to like yellow from them, are you actually gonna like yellow, or are you gonna end up hating it? Because regardless of how much you want to be someone else, you cannot be them. Because your qualities defines who you are, and their qualities define who they are. However you put it. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty Unseen. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works in a miraculous way when it comes to defining people. We go through tests and trials every day. Test, trial, tribulation. What do we do to seek for help? And what do we do to seek for forgiveness? What do we do to seek for mercy? Ask for mercy to Almighty Unseen. Because after all, He's our creator. He is a Khalik. If He, Almighty Unseen, can do all this, look around. The world is beautiful. I'll go back to connecting. I was just about right after Maghrib. Right after Maghrib, I look outside and it's snowing. So what I do, I roll out. I look out the window and it's all white. It's all white. So what I do is that since I saw it's all white, I take my $1 million phone and I take picture. The reason I said it's $1 million phone because it's not. I'm not lying. It's because that's the only phone I can afford. So to me, it's $1 million phone. And I take picture. While I was taking picture, so it's all white. You cannot define how beautiful it's look outside. So I start thinking, imagine how beauty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty contains. Because the beauty of this world cannot define the beauty of you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are, oh my God, you are beautiful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I ask for your forgiveness. After that, what I did is that I, the reason I said I asked for your forgiveness is because I'm constantly asking for forgiveness for myself. This is why. After that, what I did, I turned around and I saw the TV was on, the YouTube. So what I saw, my Sophia dance song is going on. Come on, what did you do? Okay. She has a habit of turning her off on the middle of it. Don't do it to me. I'm gonna go check Facebook Live right now to see if it's going on. Yes, it's going on. Alhamdulillah. I'm on both. I'm on both. I'm on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. I'm so sorry. So as I was saying, is that it looks beautiful outside. It's not. I turn around. I see this one dancing to the song. So what I tell her is that Amu, do you want to choose a song? So she ended up choosing one. Basically, me choosing for her. So after that, I put it on. Amu, stop! I'm so sorry. That's my daughter. I put her on, and she's been dancing right and left with that until all of a sudden she stopped dancing and she ran up to me. So I said, "What happened?" She's like, she doesn't want to do it anymore. She got tired, so she sat next to me. I fed her after her. But as I was saying, when she was dancing, I looked at her and you cannot you cannot imagine how beautiful a child looks when they're expressing themselves. Amu, amu ka And then I keep telling her slowly this way, slowly that way, amu, because sometimes children are children. Just playing out. That's all. Now, as we were saying, amu, come on, Shana. So what I did is, and I did, like I said, when I said I videotaped it with my phone. This one, my $1 million phone, by the way, is that. And then what I did it like how when the first video camera came in, and you videotape it by when the TV is going on, you're taping it. That's how I did it. Because sometimes what you have to do in this life is just you need to bring golden rule to have fun, and that was my thing. Yes, I don't. I know you're sleepy. Yes, I know you're sleepy. I know. I know you're sleepy. So as I was saying, the snow outside. The other day I did a Facebook Live saying how beautiful it looks when a snowfall. One after another, precisely next to each other. I mean, who would in this world know how to do this other than the one who created everything, which is all light unseen? Because when I looked out, everything was covered in snow. It was white out. It looks so nice. Now imagine after a few days, imagine the aftermath of that. You got basically what they call another form of dark all over. It's not white anymore because of all the activity that takes place between those 2 days, a few days. Now the thing is that why why would that happen to a snow, which is pure white, fell next to each other precisely, and yet a few days afterward, why is that? And how would that happen? It's pure white. How would a pure white snow turn into something like that? I'm laughing because my daughter. Didn't hear her? She's sleeping. Yes, I'm. Yeah. And what? Yeah. Yeah. Why would that happen to a snow, which is a pure white? It's white. Why would that happen? If it's something is white, you could. It's true. It'll get dirty easily. But when it comes to this snow, this white outside, how come this snow turns into as one form of dark basically after a few days? Gee. I know. Look at you. Anyone knows? Just because Almighty empty. You cannot. I can guarantee you that you can make snow if you try attempt. Yet that snow would not turn into some sort of darkness in a few days. If you can make it happen, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Almighty. But this snow, this pure white turning into a dirt, some sort of dirt. So I don't know, but that's all miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's all miracle. G, G, G. You're last. Yes. Come on. Stop playing. Yeah. Stop playing no more. Stop. G, G. Now, how does this relate to what I started with? Does anyone know? A name, defining a person. Now, I know some of you thinking, how could she relate a name with the snow? Look at my daughter. No, no. How could a name define? Yalla! 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 I love you. How could, does anyone know how could a name, defining a name, would relate to a snow? Because when a snow fall on the ground, or wherever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants it to fall, it defines itself. Because that's the sole purpose of the snow, is to fall. Let me, because that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all my own. Because that's what Allah, all my unseen created. The snow. The sole purpose is to fall on the ground. Precisely how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty wants it to fall. Come on. I'm so sorry. Now, if that's the case, a snow falling on the ground, how does it define the world? You tell me that. Because when it falls on the when it falls on the ground, it takes out the world beauty. This is how it defines the world. One of the reasons it takes out the world beauty. Another, it takes out a personal beauty of a person. Now, how would that happen? Because when you look outside, you give your judgment. That's how it takes your beauty out. The TV got turned on all of a sudden. Wow, let's work in miraculous way. Amu, what happened? Let's want that you are on my unseen. It worked. You won my first. No, Amu will go. Come on, Amu, item. Amu's coming. Can you pick up Amu's glasses? The blue one? Amu? The blue one, come on. Amu ito do. Amu. Amu. Excuse me. Let me see. So as I was saying, it takes out the beauty of a person. It takes out the beauty of this world. The snow. I'm still talking about the snow. The white, pure white snow. And then to some of the reason. And then to top it off, it takes out its own beauty because it's pure white. Because when it falls on the ground, you look at it, it's beautiful. Wait a minute. So it takes out its own beauty. Now, see if you could relate the snow with your personal self. You, who you are, You got put in this world. You got brought to this world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty until brought you in this world. Now, you got brought, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty until brought you to this world. Now you need to define yourself, who you are. You need to people need to define you when they look at you, who you are. And as I said about the snow, you need to define yourself. Other people need to define you. I mean, you. And the third reason was the world need to define you. Because if the world does not define you, I mean, when I talk about the world, I don't talk about the population of this world. I talk about the world being a whole, the nature, the world beauty, basically. It's to define you. Other people need to define you for you to be who you are. And to top it all off, is that you need to defend yourself. Because the snow outside, it's pure white, it's falling. You should notice it at the moment it falls. The reason it falls is because Allah Almighty wants it to fall. The reason you're looking at it is because Allah Almighty wants you to look at it. The reason you're thinking about it is because Allah Almighty wants you to think about it. Then, if everything is Allah Almighty unseen, what are we doing? What are we doing to please Allah Almighty unseen? Because after all, the snow is falling because it needs to fall. Because Allah Almighty unseen wanted to fall. It's sitting where it needs to sit. Because Allah Almighty unseen wants it to sit. Now, why are you not accepting what you see outside? Because this, a snow falling, it's a miracle from Allah Almighty unseen. And yet, we question one and only Allah Almighty unseen. Why? Why would you question yourself after that? You are who you are. You are Allah Almighty unseen. You are who Allah Almighty unseen wants you to be on. Please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please forgive me. You are who Allah Almighty unseen wants you to be. Like I tell people over and over, go stand in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. Look at yourself and see if it's a you, if it's someone that you want, if it's someone that you want you to be when you look in the mirror. Is it someone that someone else wants you to be? Is it someone the world wants you to be? Or is it someone that the Creator, Almighty Allah, Almighty Allah, Almighty Unseen wants you to be? Because when you look in the mirror, nothing defines you better than yourself. And you define yourself because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty Unseen lets you define yourself. So please, when it comes to name, when it comes to yourself, try to be yourself. You cannot define anyone else as much as you can define yourself. The best way for you to define yourself is to please Allah Almighty Unseen. The more you pleases Him, the more you define yourself. I'll leave it here because my TV got turned on because I just want to let you are a miraculous worker. And my daughter, it's 10:34. I need to feed her, put her to sleep. So inshallah, alhamdulillah, Akbar, inshallah, with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the might of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all might unseen. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, inshallah, alhamdulillah. I ask for forgiveness. I ask for your forgiveness, Allah. I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for your mercy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask for your mercy. You are Rahman Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ar Rahman does not define Oh, what kind of Rahman you are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are Almighty. Rahim does not define the Rahim that you are. You are Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are the one and only Rahman Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are Khalik, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are the creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, I know, I don't know. I wish everyone here, please make dua for me. Please make dua for my daughter. Inshallah, this is working. This is awesome. This is working. The YouTube and Facebook Live. You could, let me see if I could put something. Hold on. In time, I'll let you know what I'm doing. Inshallah. Please keep me in your dua. Uh, keep my daughter in your dua. Inshallah, in time. I will leave. I, I will leave right now. Is everything okay? Inshallah. Um, صدق الرحمن الرحيم صدق الرحمن الرحيم صدق الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله استغفر الله من هو فيه استغفر الله من هو فيه استغفر الله لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Please keep me in your thoughts. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. I'm sorry, I'm trying to end.